It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summer of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until that is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. Those who hope that the Negro needed to blow off steam and will now be content. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial Long as the Negro's basic mobility is from a small ghetto to a large bourgeois, the whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. That is something that I must say to my people who stand on the one threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. As long as the Negro in Mississippi cannot vote, and the Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote, we can never be satisfied. As long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied. As long as our body is heavy with the fatigue of travel, cannot gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the city. Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities. Knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair, 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 valley of despair.
We're in the studio with Traveling Stick, Village Warrior, John Sweet, Mel, Bella. What a go on now, Steen. This is what a go on. Traveling Stick, are one thing.